You are now tuned in to Go Time Dolphins with Charlie Touche and Kadeem Simmons, the Miami Dolphins podcast that's for the fans and by the fans.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. Go. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Go. Don't waste no time.
It feels different, and it feels different straight away. There's that, was it the Chris Rock joke or Chris Tucker joke about your wife does something?
Chris Rock.
Yeah. And once she does it once, you have to do it all over again. And after one live show, I'm just like, I want to do it again and again. And I can't thank every single person who jumped in the live, who shared it, who left a like, who told someone, hey, these guys are live. I can't thank you guys enough for, that support. And no offense, Charlie, us two just now, it's boring. It really ain't the same.
We ain't got no company with us. You know what I'm saying? Nobody to talk to. It was crazy, bro. Hey, some housekeeping from the jump. So we're giving away Javon Holland game-worn gloves as our giveaway on the next live. If you tune into the first live, we said everyone who joined us on the first live will have double the chance of winning than the people who tune into the second live. And turns out we can't determine who watched the live, but we know who commented on the live. So if you commented on the live, you will have twice the chance as anyone who tunes into the second live. So we're going to put your name in the bucket twice. And if you comment on the next live, you get your name added to the giveaway as well. Right, Kadeem?
Yeah. We try to work out a way to make it fair. I've had at least one person tell me that they were in the live, but they didn't comment. So if you were in the live, but didn't comment, give us a shout. We'll see if we can work something out. But yeah, that was a mistake on our part. But again, for every single
rookie mistake, because we didn't know what we was doing. It was our first live.
Yeah. So again, deeply apologize for any miscommunication. And yeah, we've got another live on Wednesday. I believe it will be the same time. Was it 6 p.m. Eastern?
Hold on. Well, we haven't determined when your clocks go back or forward.
Actually, I can double check. Well, obviously, I could start the podcast, but I do want to leave it to you. So while I find out that when the time changes, you can tell everyone what they're listening to.
I'm glad I got permission to do the intro this time. It's Go Time Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins podcast that goes not only across the pond, but across the world. I'm your boy, Charlie Touche. I got my co-host, Kadeem Simmons, with me. It's always for the fans and by the fans. Your favorite podcast. And I think Hammer showed up late to the live. And by that time, the party already started. We were running out of cups. There was a little bit of drinks left. You know what I'm saying? Like, the music was still going, though. And then Hammer showed up. Dang. Did Kadeem nail the intro?
He did.
Kadeem did. Hammer. You know Kadeem did not nail the intro, bro. You knew that was not going to happen. Bet the under every time. Bet the under. Did you find out what time y'all clocks get changed?
So the clocks go forward 1 hour at 1 a.m. on the last Sunday in March. So next Sunday, our clocks will change. So we can go 6 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. UK time. Actually, no, we can't, because I'm at a award ceremony next Wednesday.
So sloppy.
I'm at an award ceremony.
Bro, like so sloppy. What award you going? What award you co-host of the year?
That's a pretty big award, co-host of the year. That's like what? Best supporting actor. Like, listen, you get best supporting actor, it means you showed up and you killed it. So if I show up and kill it, as I listen, for you, if you haven't watched the live yet, go back and watch it. Because at one point, Charlie goes walkabouts. Charlie's like, nah, I'm done. Just leaves. And I'm just like, I had to hold down the fort. We had a live phone in from Mr. Charlie Touche. So, yeah, I'm just saying.
Hey, I think it's first bit of Miami Dolphin news that we're going to bring up today, man. One of our favorite Miami Dolphins is becoming a Patriot in Mike Gesicki. We are extremely happy for Mike Gesicki, thankful, grateful, gratitude, all the stuff you want to, all the good compliments you could give Mike Gesicki, we're giving him Mike Gesicki. Bro, I hope you go off for a record-breaking tight end, record touchdown winner person in New England, but I hope you don't get any touchdowns against the Dolphins the 2 times you play us. But yo, we rock with you, Mike Gesicki. We hope and wish you the best, but it's gonna be tough to go for this man. Actually, we can't go for this man at all in New England. But we love Mike Gesicki here on this podcast.
We said on the live, or I said on the live, there was like rumors of him going to Cincy, and was like, yo, don't do that. Like, go to the NFC. And he said, okay, I won't do that. I'm going to go to New England. What did you make of his contract? Like 1 year and can earn up to 9 mil.
So why Sherrod Steve hit me? Because we had this conversation. Oh, what is Mike Gesicki's market value? Is he a top 5, top 4, top 3 tight end in the NFL or not? So Sherrod Steve hit me like, yo, you wrong. He only got a $9 million contract. He can't be a top 3, top 5 tight end in the NFL. I disagree. Just because we didn't use this man doesn't mean he's still not nice. And we brought down his value because we didn't use him. So he kind of fell off the map and his value had to plummet. And it's unfortunate that now he's playing for less. But he did make $15 million last year. And that's what's up. He made $15 million on the tag. So I wish there was a place where, and I kind of thought, if you remember, Kadeem, like, yo, if he plays for the Dolphins, he's going to make like $8 million. And I was hoping like if he was going to take $8 million somewhere, it was at least here. You see what I'm saying? But now there's no big contract. And I got to imagine he has to like ball out just to get a shot at some guaranteed money. And that's unfortunate, but that's what happens when you didn't fit the scheme and it was just bad timing. But Sherrod Steve, you acting, bro. If you really think Mike Gesicki is in the top 3, top 4, top 5 tight end, you acting, bro.
I think it's a difficult one because so far this offseason, no tight end has been paid. Like none whatsoever. No one's like not even Dalton Schultz has earned, what people thought that he might get in this market. And as of recording, no one's even signed him yet. So I think, and like the New England fit with Mike Gesicki doesn't even make sense given what they normally want in tight ends. But he can take points or take wins off the Bills and the Jets. But when it comes to playing Miami twice a year, listen, there's no love lost. We thank you for what you've achieved in Miami, but you're now just another rival. Same with Thomas Morstead. Spent 1 year in Miami. Now he's a New York Jet. So punter Thomas Morstead is a New York Jet, and the Dolphins bring in former New England punter. Was it Jake Bailey? Is it
Jake Bailey? I think his name is Jake Bailey. Played musical Bailey, chairs in the AFC East punters. Morstead went to the Jets from Miami. Bailey went from New England to Miami, so we playing some musical chairs. But I agree, Kadeem. All in all, you're just another in the wall. Like, you know what song that is?
No.
Bro. That's Pink Floyd, I think.
I would never get it.
Hey, teacher. Yeah, I think that's how. Yeah, dum 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 boom boom boom. All right. Anyway, bruh, Jalen Ramsey has a press conference. I think it was a Gucci suit. I ain't never seen one of those before. But dog comes out, goes to the Miami Heat game with Xavier Howard. They have like a 2-minute little, you know, reel on Miami Dolphins social media platforms. And the first thing that registered for me was Jalen Ramsey saying, bro, I ain't never seen a facility this nice. Hence the report card of the Miami Dolphins report card. Like, dang, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. Something else I got from Jalen Ramsey is he's still talking like Jalen Ramsey. I like that. He still feel like he got that edge like Jalen Ramsey. And I think he comes in and he's CB1. I think he's better than Xavier Howard. No doubt about it. And I thought I saw a limp with Xavier Howard. He walks kind of funny. Like the Jalen Waddle walks funny type thing. I don't know, bro. Like, I'm just not feeling this Xavier Howard thing, bro. But it is what it is.
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey has been getting a lot of stick from not just Dolphin fans, but media in general. He's washed. He's not that good. All that kind of stuff. But Jalen Ramsey, yeah, like you said, he's still feeling himself. He still believes in his ability. I think when you play in any position in the NFL, you have to believe in yourself that you are one of the best. But Jalen Ramsey, throughout the majority of his career, has played like he's one of the best in the league at his position. So I'm glad he brought that dog in him. He brought that fight to Miami. He said that, and I think it's hard to disagree, that on paper, this is, the best defense in the NFL. Like he says, it's that, or like what did he say? He said it's the best defense he's been a part of. And it's great on paper, but did
he say defense or did he say secondary?
He actually might have said secondary, actually.
Because I think no one will argue that this is the best secondary in the NFL. Best defense he's played on, man. He had Aaron Donald on his team before, and he had Bobby Wagner on that team too.
But that was last year's team.
I feel you. Team. But best defense, though. We're just talking about the defense. And I understand that the defense wasn't as good, but they did win the Super Bowl the year before that.
Yeah. I think, we'll talk about at some point during the offseason who had the best defense in the NFL, on paper at least. But if you look at, Phillips, Chubbs, and Wilkins and Sealer on the D-line, and then a secondary of friends of the podcast, Brandon Jones and Javon Holland, and then Xavier Howard and Jalen Ramsey at corner with Kader Kohu in the slot as well. You won't find many defenses that are that stacked. So yeah, but what I like about what he said was that it's on paper. They can't just speak about it. They have to put it into action. And you would have to imagine that, as we keep saying, and as everyone says, iron sharpens iron. So this defense going up against, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle week in, week out during the offseason can only make them better, because seriously, what other team in the NFL can boast two number one receivers, at 1 and 2? Not many can, if any.
Bro, if they can simulate the chemistry that friend of the podcast, Brandon Jones, and friend of the podcast, Javon Holland, have with each other, and then all of a sudden Ramsey and Xavier Howard can have that chemistry too. Ooh, boy. So then we throw in Kader Kohu, and I'm on the record saying, nah, Nick Needham probably is not going to come back because he's going to want $3 million, and we need to save every single dollar. You know what I'm saying? You got Trill Williams coming back, friend of a podcast. Trill Williams coming back. You could probably sneak in an undrafted free agent or a late round pick in there at corner. But lo and behold, Nick Needham comes back too. And Nick Needham comes back for just under $2 million. You know what I'm saying? So this was you're not going to get what you asked for. You're coming back from injury. We don't need you. But he's like, yo, tell me what I need to come back for, and that's what I'm going to come back for. So Nick Needham says, I'm staying. And I'm staying for whatever I can get. I don't know that Nick Needham pushes Kader Kohu for that slot position. Coming off of Achilles, Kader Kohu was outstanding being undrafted. Same thing with Nick Needham, undrafted, right? So we hit twice, multiple times with these undrafted people, and then you wonder if we could hit again. You don't necessarily have to go undrafted. You wonder you could hit in the draft and find another corner. So I don't know if Nick Needham really does push Kader Kohu, but I do know this. The Dolphins said, yo, we are never, ever, okay? Never gonna have depth problems at DB ever again. And now that is the deepest unit on the roster is DB. Yeah, because receivers top heavy, but DB is super deep.
Did you see, and you probably didn't because you're not on Twitter like that, did you see I don't want to say argument, but the back and forth between Armando Salguero and Jalen Ramsey?
I did. I liked it. And shout out to King of Finland saying, yo, he doesn't like Armando and he's fitting there already.
Like, that seemed like the silliest back and forth. Like, I don't know where Armando was coming from. It's just like, you know, if you haven't seen it, Armando calls Jalen Ramsey a cornerback. Jalen Ramsey says defensive back. And then Armando's response was, you're a man of God, first and foremost. Let's see where the Dolphins line you up. Of course, 16/17 games this season. It's like, yo, the guy says he's a DB. Like, why are you trying to argue with him? Yes, he'll probably spend 17 games at corner, but if he wants to call himself a DB, like, how can you tell him that he's not a DB?
I think this is, and he tried to cop deuces with the you're a man of God first, like try to give him an alley, like a lob, like yo, all right, I don't want the smoke, like nah, bro. So Ramsey played safety in college. I don't know if you knew that. He played safety in college, and he was a really good safety. And he played, I could be wrong here, but I think he played more safety than he did corner in college. But he was good at both. And when he came in a draft, he was really making it known, like, yo, I'm a corner. I need to play corner. I need to get that corner money. You know what I'm saying? So when he came in the draft, like, yo, put me at corner. I need to get paid at corner. Obviously, a couple contracts later, he's the man on deck, and he's saying, yo, I could do whatever. I'm a DB. And you know, the older corners get, the more likely that they'll be moved to safety. So there could be a conversation out there where Armando was in, where someone said, and I don't know, I'm speculating now, but maybe someone said, oh, he could play safety too, and Armando would say, oh, he's a corner. And then Jalen saying, nah, bro, I could do it all. You know what I'm saying? That being said, yeah, man, to move these pieces all over the chessboard, this is gonna be a problem for people. It's not gonna matter if Aaron Rodgers comes to the AFC East. Like, even if that even happens or not, like, because I don't know what's going on there, but I can't wait. But I do know I was about to put this bread down on the Dolphins at the casino, but I'm really hoping Aaron Rodgers comes so I could get better odds. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of waiting.
If you haven't already, and I'm not quite sure why, share, like, and subscribe to Go Time Dolphins on various platforms. You know, we are always improving, always striving to get better, and we can't do it without your support. So share, like, and subscribe to Go Time Dolphins. Follow me on Twitter. I am at Kadeem Simmons. Charlie is on Twitter but prefers Instagram. He's at Charlie Touche. But yeah, I think, kind of to take it back to Jalen Ramsey, he was talking about, or I believe he was asked whether, you know, he was washed, you know, kind of past it. And Jalen Ramsey essentially said, yo, I've got receipts. Like, if you think I'm not that guy anymore, just you wait and see. You know, I'll prove my doubters wrong on the field. And again, I know you was one to kind of say he got cooked quite a few times.
I was just about to say, since we talking about receipts, and I don't know where you're going with this, but I like, yo, on this podcast, I'm usually defending Dolphin players. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think Jalen Ramsey is as good as the old Jalen Ramsey either. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I hope he asks me on Twitter and cooks me like, yo, Charlie Touche said I wasn't as nice as he thought I was. I hope I get that. You feel me? But nah, I don't think I think he's better than Xavier Howard, but I don't think he's elite. Well, yeah, I don't think he's elite anymore.
I think a lot of it, like that Rams team last year, were just bad, and that like, I'm sure he'll be like, even if the team around me is bad, like when he was in Jacksonville, the team around him could be bad, but he's like, I'm still gonna ball out and prove my worth. I think we'll see a different Jalen Ramsey this year, and I also think what we'll see is guys not put on, and it's a difficult one. You know, if you're in the elite corner, you want to be put on an island and say, hey, don't give me no help over the top. I got this. I think Vic Fangio won't be as naive as Josh Boyer was at times last season. And, you know, with every passing year, guys lose a step. It is what it is. And I think Vic Fangio will do his utmost to make sure that both Xavier Howard and Jalen Ramsey are protected. And to be fair, when you've got Brandon Jones and Javon Holland, you know, roaming around the field behind you, it makes your job a lot easier. So, yeah, but again, I want Jalen Ramsey to be talking that smoke, and hopefully he backs it up. I'm sure he'll be the first one to be like, hey, I said what I said in the off season. It didn't translate to on the field play. But it's March. You know, people are always talking about how they're going to come back better than they were last year. Always talking about how, you know, they're not past it. They can go again. Just you wait and see. And I'd rather have my players talking like that than, you know, essentially saying, yeah, I'm not as good as I once was. So I'm sorry, guys, you know, you have to accept my subpar play next season.
Shout out to Craycraft 400. Craycraft 400 is coming back. And still no sign of Trent Sherfield. And we thought this was a possibility. Trent Sherfield not re-signing. And then I always thought Craycraft was Trent Sherfield's replacement because Craycraft runs the same routes, plays the same role, does the motions and the blocking and everything. Not as good as Sherfield, but when you're saving every dollar you can get, this is one of the losses, the cap casualties that you have. You bring in Braxton Berrios. Shout out to Mike White. Mike White had the post of all posts this week on Dolphins Twitter. Did you see it, Kadeem?
The video clip of him, Mike White, and
Braxton Berrios and the lineman.
Is it Dan Feeney?
Yeah, it's Feeney.
Yeah.
Feeney, Freely, something like that. And it's a hangover knockoff. And then you see Hard Rock Stadium in the background. We're the three best friends that anyone can have. So all three of them come from the Jets and play for the Dolphins. Mike White is from Pembroke Pines, Florida. Braxton Berrios played at the University of Miami. And I wonder, Kadeem, will you add a Braxton Berrios? Coach McDaniel remember, and he mentioned this before, he mentioned the importance of a special teams returner. He mentioned how Devin Hester was responsible for the success of that Chicago Bears team that went to the Super Bowl. Although they didn't win the Super Bowl, Devin Hester took back the opening kickoff in the Super Bowl. And McDaniel was like, yo, that is you cannot put a price tag on that value, right? That a returner could give you. So then we're talking about Tyreek Hill, and you wonder if this was a administrative decision. Like, nah, Tyreek Hill's not returning punts. You know what I'm saying? $31 million is not going to go back there and return punts. So, friend of the podcast, Javon Holland goes back, receives punts. He's not really a punt returner, right? You wonder if Braxton Berrios comes in, and you're gonna see 15 receivers on the roster now until camp. You're gonna see, we have 7 quarterbacks and 15 receivers. Who's gonna make it? This is that time of the season. With Braxton Berrios coming in, he's not gonna be the Trent Sherfield role player. He's not gonna be that running zip motions and blocking people off the edge. He's not gonna do that. So I wonder, Kadeem, if we're gonna roster 6 receivers. Remember, we only rostered 5 last year. And not only did we roster 5 receivers, we only had 3 tailbacks because we had a fullback. So typically you have 4 running backs, and it was a bit unorthodox that we had 3 running backs and a fullback and then 5 receivers. Like, dang, this is different, right? So I wonder if the Dolphins will switch things up and say, all right, we're going to have 6 receivers this time. I wonder, and we got to imagine Cedric Wilson's no longer with us, won't be with us. So you imagine it'll be Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. We'll go with Craycraft in that 3 spot, Eric Ezukama 4, Braxton Berrios 5, and maybe you leave room for a 6 somewhere. I don't know what that's going to look like. So I'm anxious to see what this offense is going to look like. Anxious to see if we add another running back. With friend of the podcast, 40 Acres and a Hellcat coming back, everyone wondered, like, bro, why do you bring him back healthy scratch? Bro, leadership is priceless. It's priceless. So everyone who lauded Myles Gaskin for his leadership qualities, he's getting paid for them now. So I have a lot of things that I really want to see in the near future with this roster.
I think a lot of it as well is like the contracts guys are coming back on don't really guarantee that they'll make it, onto the 53-man roster. So again, we spoke about the other week saying you don't want to go into and everyone says it, but you don't want to go into the draft with gaping holes. So listen, obviously it came out that the Dolphins spoke or looked at a potential trade for Dalvin Cook. And obviously the Dolphins brought back all 4 running backs in Jeff Wilson, Raheem Mostert, friend of the podcast, Myles Gaskin, and Savon Ahmed. Shout out to him. He got engaged on Friday. Listen, guys are shooting shots. Guys are shooting their shots. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, Savon Ahmed shooting shots. Kadeem shooting shots, boy. Hey, shooters gonna shoot. If y'all go to Savon Ahmed's Instagram, y'all see he was in Paris. Bro, if you ever propose to a chick, don't let her see how Savon Ahmed proposed to his chick, because you're probably going to end up falling short to that. That thing was epic. Well, that thing was epic, bro. So shout out to Savon Ahmed, friend of a podcast, Savon Ahmed. You know what I'm saying? We still trying to get him on the podcast too. But dang, yeah, man, go ahead, continue what you were saying.
But yeah, like these running backs coming back on cheap deals doesn't mean the Dolphins might not go and trade for a Derrick Henry or a Dalvin Cook. If Dalvin Cook gets cut, Miami be like, hey, come home, come to Miami. As I was saying, the Dolphins don't want to be in a situation where the draft comes, they're on the clock in the second round, and there is a gaping hole at running back, tight end, linebacker, and there's a stud there, and the team goes, hey, we're going to jump in front of you and take that player because the Dolphins clearly need him, and, isn't going to fall to us. If the draft started tomorrow, people would probably say the Dolphins would draft a tackle or maybe a linebacker with that first pick in the second round, or their first pick in the second round. There's still time for guys to be cut, the Dolphins to make moves. The Dolphins tried to bring in Devin Bush, another linebacker, despite the fact that they've already brought in David Long Jr. and brought back Duke Riley. So, yeah, if anyone angry at the lack of movement or the lack of, I guess, genuine competition at running back or offensive line, guys, it's like the weekend of March 17th, like St. Patrick's Day. Just relax. There's still plenty of time. Barry Jackson tweeted that he fully expects the Dolphins to bring in at least one other tight end, at least one running back, at least one linebacker, at least an offensive tackle. So, if you look at what's going on in Cincinnati and Cincinnati gave Orlando Brown Jr. a lot of money, and Jonah Williams said, "Hey, I'm out of here. I'm not doing this no more." He wants to trade. Jonah Williams, the left tackle, I believe he blocked for Tua at Alabama, but doesn't want to switch to right tackle because he wants to get paid like a left tackle. The Dolphins might see it as, "Hey, come here, we can pay you like a right tackle." I know Aaron from Same Old Dolphins isn't keen on bringing Jonah Williams, given his production last season coming off an injury. I think coming off an injury as well. But if the Bengals and Jonah Williams play nice, and all of a sudden Lyle Collins gets cut, the Dolphins might pick him up. So yeah, I get it. When you see Caleb McGarry, Orlando Brown Jr., and other studs not come to Miami, and it seems like Miami made no movement on those guys, of course it's frustrating. But I think Miami are just not going to rush into something if they don't need to. And at the moment, I'm okay with that. If it gets to week 1 and the offensive line is what it is right now, then I think it's fair to say, hey, you guys clearly don't want to protect Tua because this isn't good enough.
I don't believe that. I believe they believe it's good enough. I believe they believe in what they got, what they have. I don't think anyone's going to put their job on the line with, we didn't do this well enough. So I still believe that they wholeheartedly believe in Eichenberg and Austin Jackson. But Miles Jack just became available. Pittsburgh cut him. So you said a lot of people will still be released and cut, and Miles Jack is one of those people. You wonder what Miles Jack has left in the tank. And when it comes to the draft, I wouldn't pencil in any particular position at 56, 52. What draft is that?
I would double check.
We have a second round pick, and I think it's 56 or 52. And once you get to that point of the draft, you're not just saying, "Well, I need to pick up a linebacker or I need to pick up a lineman." You're saying, "I gotta see what's there." We got all kind of stuff. You got the number
51.
51. So you're picking at 51. And you know what? Gas mask happens. Somebody falls into the draft. A corner falls in the second round.
Jalen Carter falls. Jalen Carter could easily fall, very easily.
I was going to bring up Jalen Carter. You know what I'm saying? So anybody starts falling, you're not going to just say, "Hey, we need a tackle," or "Hey," and then a tackle that might not even start right away. You see what I'm saying? Or, "Oh, we need a linebacker." A linebacker that might not start right away. So you're not just going to draft, first 51, pick 51, lock in a linebacker or O-lineman. That's not how it works. You just got to see what the draft gives you, and you go from there. But, yeah, man, I thought, Carter could real deal slip and slide. Lyle Collins, once upon a time, was a first-round pick that didn't even get drafted. True story. So, but Kadeem, man, I said this before, but I kind of want to say it again, bro. When LeBron James came to the Miami Heat, Chris Bosh, D Wade, LeBron James, it's like the world was just against the Miami Heat. Everybody hated the Heat. They were just villains all of a sudden for some reason. And being here in Miami, everyone that was a Heat fan felt like, why y'all coming at us for? You know what I'm saying? Like when your team was winning or when this team was good, no one really took the type of shots that y'all taking at us. Like, why y'all can't just be like, "Oh, Heat look good, whatever. Let's beat the Heat." Why does this have to be so much smoke and so much pressure? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm getting right now from the Miami Dolphins, bro. Like, I feel like the national media just want to stir up whatever they possibly can. There's still people talking about Lamar Jackson to the Dolphins somehow. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you have Dolphins Twitter, and then you have people coming at us and then you got Tua. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it really feels like Miami versus the world all over again, and I'm here for it because last time that happened, we came out with multiple championships for the Miami Heat. So, bro, being in Miami and from Miami, I like it. Y'all keep rapping. You feel me? Because the rubber has to hit the road eventually. Why do they say rubber hits the road, Kadeem?
That is our question of the day. That is our question of the day. Why do they say
when the rubber hits the road?
It's the road. So I'm on knowyourphrase.com. And if this doesn't even look like a thing. Nah, I'm not.
It might be when the rubber meets the road.
Yeah, I see when the rubber meets the road. But it doesn't look like anyone really knows why it happened. Again, if you know why they say when the rubber meets the road, let us know in the comment section. See, dude, this is why being live is amazing. Because someone in the live would be like, hey, I know why.
Yeah, and we could have got it real time. We could have got a response real time. Like, this is not even, it's not as fun, Kadeem, bro. This is like, I feel like this is like practice. And lives are real games. And for everyone listening, me and Kadeem have considered going live every episode. So we don't know if it's going to happen but just know it's in the conversation. And we're thinking about going live every single episode. We haven't decided yet, but we know we got a little piece of that live, and it was live.
It was addicting. I woke up the next morning like, yo, I'm buzzing. Like, again, it's like when you go to that amazing party and you wake up next morning and you're still at the venue. Like, it's like a house party and you wake up, it's like, yo, this place is a mess. But it was amazing. And like the windows are broken and people are sleeping in like the washing machine and the bathtub. And it's like, yo, let's run it back. Let's run it back tonight. Like the DJ, like there's like some, like you wake up and that low music, like the music's still playing, it's quite low. Someone's still awake drinking in the corner. Like, yeah, that's what I thought this morning.
True story. Because you said waking up at the venue. I'm like, dang, Kadeem party like a rock star. Still slept at the venue. So listen, there was this one time, I make music and went on tours and stuff. We performed on, it's a radio station in Florida. It's called Power 96. So we performed at Power 96 Beach House is what it was called. It's like the biggest concert of the year for the radio station. And I performed there, had my friends over. We had a room on South Beach. It's on South Beach. A couple pretty famous rappers was there, you know what I'm saying, performing, and we was there in their rooms and stuff. Oh, come party with us. And some rappers I didn't. Nah, I'm sure I'm not going to your room. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want no part of whatever y'all got going on. Like, no, we good. So we wake up, like, I had a whole bunch of people over. It's the beach house. It's an event, and there was like one huge bed, and then there was like little small beds and little seats and stuff. And the show was the very next day, the next morning, and some people slept over. And it's funny because I don't drink and I don't smoke, but I couldn't really remember everything that happened. So I wake up the next morning. When I tell you, Kadeem, there was like 5 people in the same bed. Right. And there was people sleeping all over the floor. It looked like this is not even real. This is not even, you know what I'm saying? You have to high step over bodies and make sure you don't trip over anybody. And I opened the door to which I thought was the bathroom, but it was the closet, and someone was sleeping in the closet. Bro, it was. Yeah,
How do you sleep in the closet?
Yeah, but bro. Man, but nah. So I feel what you were saying, but my bad. Go ahead.
I'm having some internet issues, which again, like it didn't happen when we were live. When we were live, perfect. You had the internet issues and you dropped out, but I think it's a sign that we need to go live again and go live ASAP. Hold
up. So did we figure out what time we're going live on Wednesday?
Well, again, I'm at an award ceremony. We literally.
So we didn't see, but I'm saying we didn't fix it up for the listeners. So we're not going live on Wednesday.
No, we can go live Tuesday or Thursday. I'm open to either.
Let's figure this out.
Both nights, don't you?
I do have jujitsu on both. Matter of fact, dang, Kadeem knows my jujitsu schedule. That's what. Oh, matter of fact, I got my first stripe on my belt. Got my first stripe. Thank you.
Congrats.
Appreciate it.
What stripe did you get?
What stripe? What are you talking about?
Oh, for the stripes with different colors.
No. Belts are different colors. So belts are different colors, and you get 4 stripes per belt. So I got my first stripe on my white belt, and if you see me chasing submissions, just know I'm trying to wrap something up real. Put it on, you know what I'm saying? But nah, man, that was a moment. Shout out to my instructor, CJ. Dude is phenomenal, bro. He's a purple belt. I wouldn't trade him for the world, bro. Like when I thought about, I want to do jujitsu, it's also, damn, I wonder if I'm gonna like my instructor and the people in my classes. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't ask for a better facility. That's what's up, man. I forgot about that. We went live and I forgot.
But we still haven't worked out whether it's going to be Tuesday, Thursday.
Damn, we still ain't work it out.
Technically, we could do Wednesday. It will have to be around midnight UK time. Like I should be back by midnight UK time.
I don't know if we could hinge a should be on a live episode, Kadeem. Yeah, I should be able to go live. Now, I don't know if we could do that.
Like normally we have this conversation off air, but we'll have this conversation on there so people can see what happens, when me and Charlie discuss things. Why not go live Monday? We could go live Monday.
This Monday?
This Monday.
So that's the next episode.
Yeah.
This Monday, go live. So you guys get the meat and potatoes right now, trying to figure out if we should go live the next time we should go live.
Or we can go the same time we went today, next Thursday, but you don't have jiu-jitsu. Like the gap in between your jiu-jitsu classes.
What time is that for you?
Today's Friday. I don't know what days it is.
That's possible, though, Kadeem. Nah, that's too early for US time, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right. Do you have
jiu-jitsu on Fridays?
I don't.
Then let's go live Friday.
What time?
10 p.m. UK time. And if Friday UK, people go out. If not, chill with us. Go Time Dolphins. Friday 10 p.m.
Hey, we had a lot of support from the UK on our live, and I think Keith said he might not be able to make it next time because it was fairly late. But we rock with you. Shout out to Simon from Dolphin UK, the official Miami Dolphins podcast network. He was there, checked us out, shot us some comments. It was a lot going on, bro. Like, it was a lot of people we could have shot out in the comments that we just didn't get to. So shout out to everyone who came on the live and commented on the live. Yeah, let's go live Friday. And it would be 10 p.m. UK time, which would be 6 p.m. Eastern time. Can you confirm, Kadeem? Because y'all didn't.
I can confirm that.
All right. So 6 p.m. Eastern time, 10 p.m. UK time, we're gonna go live. And I just remember I had something to do Friday, but I'm gonna go live with y'all anyway. It's all right. I just, y'all seen it in my face. I just remember I had something to do. And you want to know what it was? I was gonna go to the gym to watch my teammates jiu-jitsu, but I wasn't gonna participate. I was just gonna watch. That's how bad I got it, bro. I just gotta keep watching. But nah, man. Yeah, we're going live Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern and 10 p.m. UK. We'll be live. We about to go on the bonus time?
Yeah, we are.
And we're giving away the Javon Holland gloves that day. So y'all tune in, leave a comment if you want to participate and enter in the drawing. And if you came in and left a comment in the first live, then your name will be entered twice in the drawing. That's what you get for rocking with us when we rock with y'all. Y'all know what time it is. Stay positive, test negative. For Kadeem Simmons, I'm Charlie Touche. Thank you for tuning in this time. Make sure you catch us next time on Go Time. Already.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's showtime. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's showtime. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Don't waste no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's showtime. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time.
Did you say stay positive, test negative?
I did say it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
See, you didn't hear the play in the huddle. You didn't hear the play. You ran the wrong route.
But you were never going to throw the ball to me anyway, so it doesn't matter. I have a question for you, but before we dive into that, I want to share something quickly, and hopefully my internet fixes itself because it is atrocious. Shout out to Not the Best Drawings, who we had recently.
Shout out to Zach.
Yeah, we had him on the show recently. Go check him out. Amazing artist, Miami Dolphins fan. But he produced this. And Charlie, I want this on a t-shirt. I need this on a t-shirt. For those on social media, for those watching on YouTube, on my days, try it one more time. For those listening on iTunes, Spotify, Speaker, wherever you get your audio podcasts, on YouTube, people can see it. It is a drawing of Jalen Phillips, Jalen Waddle, and Jalen Ramsey, but in the style of Ed, and Eddie. Excellent, excellent cartoon. Was you a fan of Ed and Eddie? You're on mute.
I seen it. I caught it. Not a big enough fan to say that I was a fan. You know what I'm saying? I can't go back and forth with you about episodes and stuff like that. But I do think Ed, and Eddie was pretty cool.
How amazing it! Like seriously, Zach, if you're watching this, because it's dope. It is amazing.
No, don't get it twisted. The drawing is it. Like this is classic. Shout out to Zach from Not the Best Drawings. And you say you want it on a t-shirt. Well, guess what, Kadeem? He's got it for sale. And you could get it as a t-shirt, bro. So everyone who rock with us at Go Time Dolphins, y'all know we rock with Not the Best Drawings. If you want this on a t-shirt, hit him up on his social medias. On Twitter, it's NTB Drawings. And you know what? Since we're not live and I can go ahead and just go to YouTube, not YouTube, but his IG, it's Not the Best Drawings on IG as well. So yeah, NTB Drawings on Twitter and at Not the Best Drawings on IG. Super dope artwork.
So my question to you, I think we've discussed this before, but it's once again doing the rounds on social media. You, as in Charlie Touche, are thrown in an NFL game. It's not practice, it's not preseason, it's a live NFL game. Week 1. Can you throw for over 10 yards across the full 60 minutes? And it's a full pass rush, everything.
The last time I got this question, it was if I was the Miami Dolphins quarterback. If Charlie Touche right now was the quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, would we win a game? That was the first question before, right?
Believe so.
Yeah, and I said, no, we wouldn't win. I ain't gonna lie to you. We wouldn't win. I ain't gonna lie. With Waddle and Hill, we wouldn't win. But now the question is, right now, me, as I am right here throwing up 225 a couple times, could I, and I've started for the Miami Dolphins, would I be able to complete one pass for 10 yards in a game?
Not even complete one pass.
Just total 10 yards.
Yep. And there's no screens, no jet sweeps. So it's got to be like, drop back, throw downfield. 10 yards.
100%.
100% you're not. Dude, you're not.
Kadeem, you acting, bro.
100% you're not.
Acting, bro.
How?
Bro, I got vision, bro. You doubted me, bro.
How tall are you?
5'10".
You ain't seen over the offensive line. No, we're not doing this. Listen.
How tall is Kyler Murray?
Kyler Murray has practiced throughout his college career to be a quarterback. You did not practice, unless I was mistaken. I know you got the pads, I know you got the helmet. You was not a quarterback in your college career. Am I wrong?
I was not a quarterback. I was a quarterback when I was 4 years old, and we won the Super. We went to the championship, and I was the quarterback of that team, bro. And I remember the face paint that they gave me face paint in the championship game. My mom tells me to this day, I don't know how you remember that. You were like 4 years old. I don't know how you could even remember that. And I took my team to the championship as a quarterback, flag football. Then the very next team I played for was the Miami Steelers, and I was the quarterback of that team, but we didn't do good. So maybe I wasn't the best quarterback, but I could do it right now, bro. 10 yards, Kadeem. You playing with me, dog?
I'm telling you, like it is not happening.
Kadeem,
No.
you know every Turkey Bowl when Thanksgiving comes up, who the quarterback is? Me. That's who.
Who are you playing against?
I'm playing against other old heads that
yeah, exactly. You're playing other old heads. You're playing other old heads. Like, I'm not even going to say put you behind the Miami Dolphins offensive line because that's not fair on no one, let alone Tua. You can go behind the Chiefs O-line, yeah?
The Eagles O-line?
So Eagles O-line. Dude, it is not happening. Like,
dog, you playing with me, bro.
Dude, I'm in the comments, let me know whether you can throw for 10 yards behind the Eagles offensive line. And if your answer is yes, bro, you're tripping. No, it's not happening.
You acting, bro.
Listen,
like, nah, bro. Look, I'm gonna hit him with a read option because they think they're gonna think, oh, he's not passing the ball. So I'm gonna fake the handoff. I'm gonna run the play that Russell Wilson was supposed to run on the 1 yard line in the Super Bowl. It's gonna be a play action. I'm gonna roll out. I'm gonna see what should have been Mike Gesicki dragging across the line. I would have hit him, but now I'm gonna see Tyreek Hill dragging across the line, and he's gonna sneak out. Yeah, this is easy money right here.
You're gonna roll out into a defensive end, and you're gonna be on the floor, and your pinky's gonna be like this, like when you're playing baseball. Like, yo, sub, game over, done.
But we won that game though.
But it wasn't because of you. But it wasn't because of you.
It was because of me. I broke my pinky. I stole the base. I was safe, and the person who came in for me scored, and we won the game 1-0. One zip.
No, the person who what?
The person who came from
there we go. It wasn't you.
But I stole the base.
Doesn't matter. The person came in for you.
So that base that I stole was the only run in the whole game. It was 1-0. That was because of me. If I didn't steal that base, we might not have won that game.
Might is the key word. Might.
But we won. You're right. So we won. So it's because of me.
No, it's not because of you. It's not because of you.
My goodness, bro.
It's not because of you. You played a role, and your teammates finished it off.
You're right.
That's what happened.
And I'm gonna play a role in getting over 10 yards in a game behind any O-line. Forget the Eagles O-line, bro. Matter of fact, Davies right down the street, bro. They're not in Davie no more. They're in Miami Gardens. Miami Gardens right down the street too, though. So I go to the practice facility. We could get 4 plays, and I promise you, we're gonna get more than 10 yards in 4 plays.
I'm gonna try and find a picture, and if you're watching on YouTube, it will be there. Let me double check this because there was an NFL quarterback, I believe, with the Broncos. Yeah, let me find his name.
He wasn't a quarterback. He was a receiver that ended up playing quarterback.
Didn't he also play quarterback in college?
In college, yeah.
Yeah, so he played quarterback in college, and he came in and he went.
He was the 4th quarterback on the roster. That's when Drew Lock and all the other quarterbacks was in the COVID protocol.
And across 9 attempts, he went 1 for 9, 13 yards, 2 interceptions. And you're telling me that you're going to essentially better his stats, bearing in mind he played college quarterback and you didn't.
Yes, I'm telling you that, Kadeem.
Dude, it's not happening. Oh my God,
I'm telling you, Kadeem.
Listen,
you doubting your boy, bro.
You're one of those people that be like, oh, I can take a game from Serena Williams. That's not happening.
No. I ain't say that. You playing. I didn't say
that.
And
okay. I didn't say that. And fair, like, there's always that thing, like people that think they can fight a grizzly bear.
I can't do that either. You acting, bro, Kadeem. No, bro.
I didn't say you. I said people. All I'm saying here, and again, LB, you have my number. Share Ride Steve, Drakey, If you don't have my number, you have my my Twitter. It's right there. Kadeem Simmons at me. You are not completing for 10 yards across the game. It is not. I'll be surprised if you make
I'm
it.
I'm gonna go 0 for 25 in a game.
Listen, if you don't get benched after the first few because nothing's happening, and you know what? Same way Brian Flores made Tua throw in the range, like, dude, what are you doing? The play call and the play script, if you're on the center, should be what the Patriots did when they just ran the whole game. That should be the play script. If you want to go off script and get into the huddle and be like, hey, I know coach said run, I'm calling the pass. We run it for 10 times, play action, I've got this. You're gonna roll out to your right because you're right-handed, and as you roll out, Aaron Donald's gonna be in your face.
Aaron Donald's a tackle. He's gonna be in the middle. Like, I'm gonna get away from him. I'm rolling out away from Aaron. See, that's recognition. That's play recognition. You see what I'm saying? Like, I can read, bro. You gotta read the play. You gotta read the defense.
So now you're telling me you are gonna get away from Aaron Donald. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Not happening. You are not getting away from Aaron Donald. No, dude. NFL quarterbacks struggle to get away from Aaron Donald. NFL quarterbacks. And again, if you get away from him, as you're throwing, he's hitting your arm is broken because he slapped your arm. That's it, broken. You're on the floor. Pick six, done.
Listen, I'm getting a pass away, so he might hit me late, and I still might break my arm, but it's going to be a completed pass for over 10 yards.
Pick six. It's a pick six. The ball kind of like just floats in the air. Taylor Rapp, whoever is at the Rams still, pick six. Like, I'm a soccer person, football. I could play 38 games in Man City's team. I'm not scoring one goal all season.
Hold on. But if you're the goalie, are you gonna have any saves?
If I'm lucky. Again, right. Listen. This is a true story. I played a football game against a guy who played in League 2. So that's 4 levels below the Premier League. And I kid you not, like, this is me at the height of my goalkeeping powers. He took a shot, and on my life, I didn't even see the ball move. I just looked to my right, and it was in the goal, and I was like, yo. He took another shot, and I saved it. And again, on my life, I said, ow. I have never said ow saving a shot before. And I had gloves on. I was like, you know what? Yo, I'm not about this life. I'm not doing it. Charlie, you are not. Actually, do you know what? You might complete a pass. Cool, fair enough. But good luck getting 10 yards out of it.
I'm getting 10 yards out of it, man. In the episode. Oopsie.